Before a player fully starts the game, he must learn the rules of the game. First, the system will block all questions and phrases inconsistent with the gameplay scenario. The player will not be able to ask questions outsiders about the masters of the game or the game itself. Second, the player cannot take anti-heroic actions. Game masters do not like interrupting immersion, and in this game, the player is a hero who is to save this world. All attempts to attack the inhabitants, luring monsters to clusters of people, and similar actions are blocked by the system.
Didn't even cross my mind to hurt people. And like this demonic scum, I don't use others to my advantage. Besides, you said something about the people in this world being made of life energy. People in the white sleep?
Only those on the player's side. All the bandits were created by the energy of the Master Leviathan so that the player would not hesitate to kill them. On the other hand, the death of people on the side of Master Beliar can lead to their death in the world of the player, if the dying person is made of the soul of a human with low vitality. Otherwise, he will simply be reborn, but each such rebirth will weaken his vitality more and more. The third rule: in order to be able to face the opponents, the player has been equipped with the abilities of a sword, a demonic gauntlet, and the summoning of the guide. The fourth rule: the player can communicate with the guide using telepathy. The last rule: before starting the full game, the player must complete the tutorial.
Spare me this crap. I don't have time for this. Besides, I hate tutorials.
And the game masters hate boring games where the player dies after a few minutes because he doesn't know what to do.
Let's just get this over with.
The player's body has been created in accordance with his earthly body. The player should have no problems moving around. Hordes of enemies will stand in the player's way. This one is just a warm-up. The right equipment is essential for survival in this world. New items strengthen the player, and potions keep him alive.
This boar had a helmet. Amazing that it's exactly my size. Killing enemies makes the player stronger. Boar with an axe, boss? Where the hell did you get this idea?
Defeating powerful opponents gives the player fame, which increases his skills. The training is complete, and the player is ready to begin his journey. In order for Master Beliar to win the game, the player must defeat the strongest creation of Master Leviathan, Archdemon, who is located in the Forgotten Lands. They can only be accessed from the Bastion, humanity's last refuge in the north. To get there, the player must first get to the capital. Following these paths, the player will reach the city of Threllis, where royal troops are stationed. If the player completes their quests, they will take him to the capital. At this point, this is the player's main quest. During the journey, the player may encounter many side quests. Completing each of them will strengthen the player, but each time completing such a task increases the chance that the player will die while completing it. One last message from Master Beliar. A special quest has been added to the game. If the player fulfills it, he will get a chance to duel to the death with Master Beliar. The quest will be discovered on its own during the game.
Finally, some good news. I'll be able to kill that goddamn devil. Anything else?
If the player wants to contact the guide, he can do so using telepathy. It will be our only means of communication from now on. All information has been provided. The rest is up to the player.
Adventurer, in a place like this? What are you doing here?
I'm going to Threllis. Is this the right direction?
Yes, but with such equipment, you are unlikely to get there. There are powerful monsters on the path. If you want to have a chance to defeat them, you should buy new equipment in our camp.
What's this camp?
Due to the Archdemon's awakening, the king ordered all villages to be evacuated to the capital. Due to the hordes of mutants, life in these areas has become very dangerous. We are currently bringing people of the surrounding villages to the city of Threllis. It's hard for us to escort all the locals at once, so we've set up a camp here where we can rest and regroup. Currently, people from the last villages are staying in the camp. We will be teleporting from Threllis to the capital very soon. We even sealed the bridge to the north to make it harder for bandits and monsters.
I guess I'll have to deal with the monsters with my current equipment. I don't really have money to buy some new stuff.
Then talk to the people in the camp. It seems Andre is willing to pay someone to help him. In any case, until you get better equipment, you better not try to go to the city. Enough people are already dead.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, please stop for a second. Haven't seen you here before. You look like someone who can help me.
Why would I care?
If you help me, I'll pay you 200 gold. You certainly will not despise such earnings in these difficult times.
What is this actually about?
Forgive me for introducing myself only now. My name is Andre, and I'm a merchant. Recently, the guards came to my village and announced the evacuation. I packed my goods and headed to Trellis with the rest. Unfortunately, while crossing the bridge to the camp, a bag with extremely valuable spices fell from my wagon. It fell under the bridge and some wolf grabbed it and ran away. Please retrieve these spices for me. They will be worth a fortune in the capital.
All right, I'll get those spices back for you. Where should I look for them?
Great! The bag should be somewhere under the bridge. Maybe the wolf moved it somewhere else. Leave the camp through the northern exit, here between the equipment stalls. Go straight and you'll be on the bridge in no time.
Hey, are you okay? You look hurt.
Yes, it's because of White Wolf. No one knows where it came from. Normally this species doesn't live here, but this bastard appeared here a few days after the archdemon awoke. Some time ago, he came to my farm and murdered the cattle I was raising. I lunged at him with the pitchfork but had no chance. He hurt me seriously, and if the oncoming guard hadn't scared him away, I probably would have died.
Your wolf is dead. Here's a piece of his fur.
Maybe you could do it. If you kill the wolf, I'll pay you 300 gold.
Don't worry about it. I'll get rid of the wolf.
Get that bastard from me. He should be in a cave somewhere on the path to the city. At least that's what I heard from the guards in the camp.
Hey, please stop for a second. Haven't seen you here before. You look like someone who can help me.